Hello, everyone. My name is Isaac Iwosho. In this inquiry, I'm going to be looking at two distinctive occupations, human resources specialist and human resources manager. I'd like to begin with a few questions. How does your company settle workplace conflict that involve outside vendors, regular staff, managers, or even supervisors? Who oversees employee records concerning information about performance reviews, disciplinary measures, promotions, or even demotions? When is it appropriate to educate employees at your company about the company's corporate image, workplace safety standards, workplace harassment or discrimination? Where do you go to and whom do you see for guidance concerning matters related to employee relations at your company? Well, in this inquiry, we're going to look at three things. The first is we're going to examine the differences between the job functions of a human resources manager and a human resources generalist. Now, in this presentation, I'm going to use the term human resources generalist interchangeably with human resources specialist. They're basically the same. Secondly, we're going to examine the occupational outlook for both jobs as given by the United States Bureau of Labor Statistics. Third, we're going to examine some facts. Should you be interested in a career in any one of these fields? The definition of human resources is important for our purposes. I turn to Indeed writer Cassandra Williams, 2021. Human resources is a department in a workplace that focuses on a company's most important assets, that's its employees, to ensure they're satisfied, engaged, and have all the resources they need to perform as expected. Here's another one from an educational website, humanresourcesedu.org. Human resources is used to describe both the people who work for a company or organization and the department responsible for managing all matters related to employees, who collectively represent one of the most valuable resources in any business or organization. Sounds like you can't do anything in a company without HR. Human resources managers. It's important to go over the functions, and we will see in this inquiry, a human resources manager plans, coordinates an organization's workforce to best use employees' talents. They link an organization's management with its employees. They plan and oversee employee benefits programs. They serve as a consultant to advise other managers on human resources issues such as equal employment opportunities, sexual harassment, hostile work environments. Yes, they coordinate and supervise the work of specialists and support staff. They oversee an organization's recruitment, interview, selection and hiring processes. They handle staffing issues such as mediating disputes and directing disciplinary procedures. Now, a human resources specialist has unique functions, and the human resources specialist or generalist consult with employers to identify hiring needs. They interview job applicants about their relevant experience, education, and skills. They check applicants' references and backgrounds. They inform applicants about job details such as duties, benefits, and working conditions. They hire and refer qualified applicants. They run and help with employee orientations. They keep employment records and process paperwork. Now, if you are considering a career, here are a few facts in either human resources management or manager, human resources specialist or generalist. Now, a human resources manager, the median pay in the United States in the year 2020 is $121,220. Now, in comparison to the human resources generalist, human resources generalist made at least $600 to $3,449 in the year 2020. In terms of entry level education, you just need a bachelor's degree. The same goes with human resources manager, at least minimum. Now, with a human resources generalist, you do not need particular levels of experience or years of experience in order to start work as a human resources generalist. However, in the human resources manager, if you want to be a human resources manager, it assumes that you are already in human resources management in that field. So you probably have some experience working as a human resources specialist or generalist before you transition to human resources manager. As a matter of fact, a lot of human resources managers have experience working as a human resources generalist or specialist before they become human resources manager. So in a human resources manager, you need at least 5 or more years of experience to become a human resources manager. You need some years of experience. Now, when it comes to the number of jobs in the human resources manager field, in the year 2020, it's reported 161,700. This pales in comparison to the human resources generalists. So there are more opportunities in human resources generalists when it comes to seeking work, because we have, as of year 2020, 674,800. In terms of the job outlook, from 2020 to 2030, the projection is 9%. Now, in the human resources generalists, it's 10%, it's just 1% over human resources manager. In terms of employment change, 14,800. Now, this pales in comparison to human resources generalists, so we have 70,200. Both offer some advantages, and there's some, if you want, call it disadvantages. If you're interested in money, looks like it's human resources, but if you don't want, you just remember that you need to have lots of years of experience in order to really work as a human resources manager. But you don't have any need for training or any related work experience in human resources generalists. So you can make the decision based on this and these facts if any one of them is appealing to you. In summary, there's a clear difference between human resources manager and human resources specialist. A human resources manager, they plan, they coordinate and direct administrative functions of an organization, while a human resources specialist recruits, screens, and interview job applicants and place newly hired workers in jobs. They're in a company, especially a large corporation company. There is usually a human resources department, and the human resources department is a team. So it consists of the human resources manager and human resources specialist. Together, they plan administrative procedures and how these procedures are going to be disseminated to all staff in the organization. There's a world of HR out there. So before you go into HR or human resources, know the wheres, the hows, and the whos in human resources. Thank you.